Wow. We are back. Where to start? First, Bianca. She has a little segment what she wants to do. Bianca, what's the segment you want to do really fast?
It's not a segment. Okay, wait. You have to close your eyes really fast.
Okay.
So I want to get him something for Christmas. Close them. But
Doesn't
so
get any more clothes than this.
There's one thing that I for sure want to get him, but so I can't show him that. But then there's this that I thought was kind of cool.
How about a surprise?
No, because
Surprises
you're so
are nice.
No, so the thing is he's the pickiest person to shop for. If you get him something that he like doesn't
Man, it's
remotely
just blinded by the lights right now.
doesn't remotely like enjoy, like he'll never use it. Like,
sorry, you think she buys me slim fit clothing?
Slim fit? What? He's asked me for. See, do you like it or no?
Dude, there's actually.
Because it says Max Holloway, and then it says Bless, and then it says Oahu, Hawaii, and then it has a Hawaiian flower in the middle, and it's UFC. So it's a very like subtle UFC shirt. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's like a good rep, but like it's not like over the top, you know?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
See, this is why I ask him for things. This is why I have to ask him, because if I were to buy this, he would not wear it once.
It's definitely a cool shirt.
Would you wear it?
Not digging navy and gold, you know?
It's
like that's
definitely gray.
Okay, well,
where are you seeing? It's actually black.
Max has his own merch you can buy, literally.
Where'd you see navy?
Max?
I think you're colorblind,
Max
actually.
has his own.
He thinks that
turquoise,
gray,
silver, white.
He thinks that gray is an olive green. Or you think olive green is a gray.
Have you ever heard of different shades of
So
colors?
I bought him an olive green, like a green shirt from Hawaii that had all the different types of fish on it. And
it's an opinion rather than a fact.
He thought it was a gray shirt.
Because 100%
it was like a cool camo green.
You have blue eyes. I have brown eyes. I think I have better vision. Blue eyes are known to be more sensitive.
No, more to light, not to vision.
I don't know. I made that up. Also, on the chalk, you didn't change the episode number.
No,
so you're fired.
I did that purposely to make you mad. I purposely was waiting for you to say that.
So how were the Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez fights? What'd you think of them? Girl?
So you don't like the shirt. Good thing I won't waste $30 on it then. Good thing I got your opinion.
You'd probably buy me that in a medium.
Mr.
Definitely an XL. As you
First, I would not buy in a medium.
Okay.
Second off, I
you
have
get it in
to
the
get
slimmest fit possible.
Well, I have literally gotten you
Just
gifts
show
you've
off
asked for. So the thing is, you asked for a Warriors hoodie, the specific one,
and I asked for a crop top.
Bought that specific hoodie.
Literally a crop top on me now.
And who holds that? The creator.
It tucks underneath. The
it's not
elastic
a crop top
tucks underneath
whatsoever.
like Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb.
It's a large Warriors hoodie that he asked for.
It's slim fit, tight fitting. Mitchell and Ness, known for slim fit. Look at the details next time. Product says runs small.
You told me what size.
Yeah, you're right. I thought it was gonna be bigger. It looked looser.
So
fit.
That's not on me.
It was false advertising for sure. So I want an everywhere, everyone, everywhere, every time. That's Max Holloway merch right there. You just made it.
So you do want Max Holloway merch?
No, I don't want to wear merch. I'm not a UFC fan. I'm a casual. We know this. Based on my predictions, I'm obviously a casual. You want to know why? Because every single guy that I expected, I said, okay, not to say that these guys aren't studs. They're obviously still studs, but basically everyone except Song Yadong lost. I said, you know who's a stud? Miguel Baeza. You know who's a stud? Thiago Moises. And who else? Kennedy Ncheku is. Oh, and then Mark Casey as well. All those guys lost. Kennedy Ncheku lost. Mark Casey lost. Thiago Moises lost. And Miguel Baeza lost. So, I think it has nothing to do with them and more to do with just me jinxing them. So from the bottom of my heart, I literally apologize for ruining your fight. And all you guys, they're so excited though. Miguel Baez is so unbelievably skillful. He just cut. What did we say with Chaos Williams? His power in his hands is a complete equalizer.
What did we say?
Equalizer. And so all it takes is one mishap, and if he grazes your jaw, you're on the ground, and you have no idea what just happened to you. The one dude, Song Yadong, stood out. Julio Arce. Song Yadong kind of did what Arce did to Yul. He just put it on him from the get-go, and Song was throwing some heavy shots in there, and he connected, baby. I really love Song. He's just so good at everything he does, and he brings a fireworks show every single time. Julio Arce, he'll be back, but it was just the damage that Song Yadong was putting on him with his shots kind of just ultimately ruined Julio's day. All those guys are going to be so good. There were so many good fights, but I think the main guy that stands out amongst others, even though he missed weight, is Joel Alvarez. Joel Alvarez versus Thiago Moises. Thiago caught him a little bit in the first round, but Joel just unbelievable elbows, dismantled him. I want to say, someone else had some pretty ferocious. Dao Jung versus Kenny and Ncheku. Kenny and Ncheku had his freaking guard up, and Dao Jung was just landing elbows on him, and it didn't even matter. Like, I guess they were so powerful that it didn't matter if he had his hands up. Dao Jung's a stud, dude. And Rafael Alves. There were this card you have to go back and watch some of them because there were so many finishes. I think the only decision, the only decision was the Liana Jojoa fight, and Courtney Casey put on an absolute baller performance. And so, yeah, dude, Sean Woodson looks so good. What did we hit volume to the body against Colin Anglin? Colin Anglin's tough. Since Andrea Lee was a really good, showed off really good striking, Cynthia Calvillo just couldn't really get much going. But Joel Alvarez is the main guy. Okay. He will probably have to go up to welterweight if he can't make weight. But here's a fight for you guys. If Joel Alvarez can get this locked in, I have a very interesting proposition. You know who likes to fight a lot? Bobby King Green. And if there's one guy that is scared of zero matchups in the lightweight division, it's Bobby King Green. His boxing, hands down, literally, I was gonna make a joke there. His hands down some of the best, but he literally has his hands down. And then Joel Alvarez, he's just such a problem because he's huge. He's like 6'3", but I know a dude, Bobby King Green, with freaking stripes in his beard, that is not scared of that test. If you're not scared of Rafael Fiziev, you better believe you're not scared of Joel Alvarez. He is very dangerous. He's just an imposing guy in there in the octagon, but I like that matchup with Bobby King Green. Bobby, he's just one of those dudes that it doesn't matter. He might struggle at the beginning. He might get pieced up a little bit, but he's going to stick in there. And I think that'd be a great test for Joel. I think since Alvarez is now in the top 15, I think that's a good opportunity to get Bobby in that top 15, because if there's anybody that's not ranked that deserves to be in lightweight, I think it's him, because he gives everybody a freaking run for their money every single time he goes out there. And it was such a razor sharp fight. He's just so much perseverance against Rafael Fiziev that I think he does deserve an opportunity to crack in that top 15, considering Rafael is number 14. But that's my little matchmaking there for you. Mm-hmm. And then I was trying to go through for Song Yadong, because this man is just so unbelievably good. He just puts it on you. Body shots.
I love when you say that.
No,
puts it on you.
He'll put it on you, dude. And the thing is, you don't want to take this guy down. You can't take him down. He's a freaking block. He's so freaking strong. So he automatically already has that threat of, I can take you down. You're probably not going to take me down. If you do take me down, I'm going to get back up to my feet, and you just basically wasted energy. So I was looking through. I want to know some of your guys' opinions on this. Who do you think Song Yadong should fight? Because I'm pretty sure he's fought Cody Stamann, and he's had some close fights. I think he beat Cody Stamann.
Who's your go-to person that you want him to fight?
I honestly believe that I think that Pedro Munoz at number 8 and Dominic Cruz at number 10 are fighting. And Song Yadong's currently at 14. Winner of the Pedro Munoz, Dominic Cruz, if they want another challenge, maybe. Or if Pedro Munoz loses again, give it to Song Yadong, because Pedro's probably not going to drop very far down. And he's kind of been on a little bit of a skid, I think. Yeah, let me see. No, because he showed out. He got pieced up by Frankie Edgar, and then he showed out against Jimmy Rivera with the leg kicks, just ate up Jimmy's leg, and then he lost to Jose Aldo, who's a killer, and now he's got that fight with Dominic Cruz. So if he drops that Dominic Cruz fight, I think you got to line up Pedro Munoz and Song Yadong. I think that would be a really good fight. And Song Yadong, because Song's ready for some serious tests now, because he's battle tested, dude. He's fought Chito Vera. just put it on. Frankie Edgar, he beat Davey Grant. I mean, he's fought Jose Aldo. So, like, listen to this resume, though. It's Julio Arce, Casey Kenny. He lost to Kyler Phillips, which was tough. But Marlon Vera, yeah, he had a draw with Cody Stamann. Yeah, dude, he's ready for the big time, baby. And I think you got to start feeding him to the wolves. At 23, you could make a big star out of the Kung Fu Monkey, I think. I love him. I love everything. Every time.
You do really like him. I feel like you've honestly talked about him for a while now.
Well,
like, you genuinely like him.
Yeah. It's just the fact that you know what you're going to get out of him every single time.
It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah. He's not going to just... You know what you're getting from him every single time. He's not going to be phased by the moment. He's just going to give his best effort every single time. Not that other guys don't, but it's just... He's a different kind of guy. And he's being so young and having the amount of experience he has, he could be a Max Holloway-esque type of guy where he gets that belt and he holds it, he defends it. I mean, because I think he's still got a lot of work to do to beat a guy like Piotr. I don't see a lot of guys beating him, but yeah, maybe that Pedro Munoz, that would be good. Even another fight, give Marlon Vera a rematch would be for sure interesting. But yeah, because Marlon thought he won that. He didn't want to shake his hand after the fight. Okay, here's one thing. Marlon Chito Vera, when he fought, I was texting one of my friends. He thought it was kind of disrespectful how Marlon was how Marlon wasn't showing Frankie a lot of respect. But at the end of the day, it's a freaking fist fight, dude. And if you're trying to knock another guy out,
honestly, I've been shocked at how nice they've been to each other.
Some of the fighters,
yeah, they genuinely I feel like
there was one fight. What was it?
I haven't recently seen a fight where like it's been, other than like Usman and Colby, where
even they were nice at the end.
Yeah, and even that was like cordial, like where it wasn't like genuine respect for each other.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I think a lot of guys, they've been really nice.
I've been pleasantly surprised.
I think on this last, you watched UFC 268 with me. I think
was that the Usman card?
I think so, but. Yeah, I feel like there hasn't been tons of animosity between anybody, really. I'm probably spacing on some. But yeah, dude. That's what's next for Song Yadong. You got to give him either Pedro Munoz, I think. That'd be great. Get him into that top 10 and see what he's made of, baby. Yeah. And even Rafael Santos up there. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then another thing that I wanted to talk about. That's kind of my matchmaking for this episode. Oh, one more thing. I was talking about who should we throw to Yair. I think you just got to go Brian Ortega. Brian T. City.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Because you already saw how close it was with... Because you got... I think Cater's fighting Giga. Emmett's fighting Dan Ige. I don't know if Arnold Allen has an opponent. I don't believe he does. But I think you got to throw him with Brian Ortega because... Depending on what happens, you have just built-in storylines because you can have, his last Arnold Allen beat Sadiq Youssef. He doesn't have a fight, so that's a guy that's definitely worthy of a high-end prospect. But I think that if Brian Ortega and Yair fight, it's going to be guaranteed fireworks. Plus, if Yair wins. He's right up there for a title shot because we already saw how close it was against Max. I was not expecting that at all. How you can just... Max ate so many big-time shots. He just eats him to give him, but I don't know how long that's going to hold up, but he's still so young, and Max looked fantastic, and it was kind of scaring me a little bit, though, because it's like, I think you just have to chalk it up to Yair's just an absolute stud, and he's entering his prime. I don't think it has anything to do with Max declining.
Yeah.
It was just scary to see him hit so much, considering how dominant he was against Calvin Kattar.
Because you thought it was like an easy win.
After not fighting for 2 years, I was expecting him to come out like really domination.
Yeah.
And it was for the most part, but he ate a lot of big time shots. If it wasn't for his toughness, and
he would have gone down.
Because there was a point, and I think it was the second round, where he got leg kicked and then popped multiple times to the head really hard, and it seemed to rock his world a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure.
It didn't seem like anything Max was doing was severely hurting Yair, but when Yair connected, it kind of rocked him.
Scary too.
Yeah.
But that's probably because Yair is just super tough.
And Yair's foot blew up, I think, from kicking him so much, so that definitely saved him.
Ow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Absolute. What did I say? That main event outclassed every other main event.
What did I say?
Yeah. It was way better than the Glover Teixeira. Arguably better.
Would you say it was fight of the night?
Oh yeah, by far. The closest fight, the fight of the night on that card, was probably the Miguel Baeza versus KS Williams for a while it lasted.
And performance of the night?
Performance of the night.
Sorry, we're draining your time.
No, I think performance of the night. I mean, it had to go. I mean, I think that we already know who got it, but Joel Alvarez, his freaking performance coming out against a tough Thiago Moises who hasn't been finished like that, who didn't get finished till the 4th round against Islam Makhachev. I think you got to give him performance of the night. Besides Max Holloway getting that dub, he's definitely the main storyline because at lightweight, dude, even though he's not quite making weight, he was like 3 pounds ish off. Mm-hmm. It's just when you're a 6'3" force like that is not afraid to submit you, not afraid to go to the ground, but he has that length to keep you at bay, and then he has knockout power. It's just a lot because Thiago, he's a big, strong dude, but you could tell that he was getting overwhelmed. He was getting pushed against the fence, and he was just getting stalked down by Joel, and it was only a matter of time because he was landing big shots. And even though Thiago's super tough, it didn't matter. But Thiago got extra cash from.
Yeah, that's cool.
But still, he doesn't want to go out like that. He hasn't lost in a fat minute, dude. It was such a fantastic card. I watched it top to bottom. Felicia Spencer, such a tough woman. Have her fight Kayla Harrison.
Okay, well, for some reason when you said Thiago, it like reminded me of this. But when I was looking through our Instagram page of the AGNJ and you were posting clips, and it was like one of our first few pods, and I remember I was like reading off the names to you, and I said Yamahal Hill or what, or Yamahal,
yeah,
and you're like Jamal.
Yeah, who's he fighting next? Because he got his arm broken against freaking Paul Craig.
What?
Because remember that was the fight when he
and I laughed so hard when I watched that video.
Yeah, I know. If we were predicting him for...
You were like, what? And then you look over and it's literally Jamal Hill. And I said Yamhal.
Oh, because I was naming out guys to watch out for this upcoming year.
Yeah, and they were all like foreigners. And so then when I read his name, I was like, Yamhal Hill. And you're like, huh? And you're like, Jamal?
Well, it was because I literally... It spell checked to Yam Hill.
Yeah.
It was literally Yam Hill on my phone notes.
No, I was looking at it on a paper.
No, I put him down on my phone, remember? And it said Yam. It said like you said it right, but it was supposed to be Jamal. It just spell checked to like Yam Hill.
It even looks like I would not have said Jamal Hill. I would have said that's literally Jamal.
Jamahal.
Like
it was
would
a
have
Y,
still regardless.
and then it was Amahal. Sweet Dreams is gonna come back, baby. He's got that fight against Jimmy Crute. That's big time. Jimmy Crute's coming off that Anthony Smith loss.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
That was my favorite song.
It's such a good song.
Like, it was seriously my favorite song for the longest time. I would look it up on YouTube and listen to it.
No way.
Yeah.
It's such a good song.
The freaking
I was like trying to think of it the other day.
It's money.
And have you seen the clip of the couple that's at the gas station? And they sing it? The couple at the gas station? I have to show you that video after this.
I just remember, it's the X-Men scene.
Oh, that part.
When he comes saves everybody. I've watched that clip so many times.
Isn't it in slow-mo?
But he's fast.
Yeah, and
but everybody else is the building's exploding and he saves everybody.
I was a fan of that song before that. It's such a good song.
Money, dude. I think they played it at a school dance one time and I was like, oh.
Dude, just like the sound of it is just so like you're like in your own world when you listen to it, you know?
Yeah. You know what tweet that I saw? Somebody tweeted, I think it was just a random guy, but he said, Ilia Topuria beats both of these guys right now. And, you know, as much as that sounds kind of insane, it was just a random tweet I found. Somebody did it. Somebody typed it up and sent it in, and it was on trending. And...
Someone typed it up and sent it, and you sound like a
That's
grandpa.
such a bold statement, but at the same time, 100% believable. Max gets touched. I love him so much, and I love Yair, but in terms of skills and ability, I said this last time, if there's anybody that can beat Max and Yair, it's got to be Ilia. Because some of these guys, they are really good, but I don't think they can stand like, they just don't have the skill set to match them on the feet, and that's the biggest thing against is you have to be able to be competent enough to evade strikes and just be willing to just grind. And I think Ilya is the dude that could do that, but right now it's really tough. Max Holloway's he's kind of just in a different level right now. But Yair and Ilya Topuria at some point, that would be really exciting. But I don't see Ilya fighting Max unless it's for a title shot, because Max is going to be fighting Alexander next. He's going to get that belt back, and it's going to be that trilogy is going to be heated for sure. Because before everything else, before Max won this Yair fight, it was all chill. Alex gave him his due. He just gave him respect for, you can take this fight. He's just like, you taking this fight just shows how much of a G you are, because you don't have to. You could literally wait for the title shot against me after my fight with Brian. But now it's Volk's getting a little mad because everybody's referring to Max as the greatest featherweight of all time. Yeah. But how are you going to be the best featherweight of all time if you're not even the current belt holder? And Alex has beat you twice, air quotes, beat you twice. More they beat you once.
But I think he doesn't get enough credit.
He doesn't at all. And he's an absolute monster.
He is a beast. And when I saw him fight, because I had never seen him fight, but I watched him on Tough. But when we saw him and Ortega fight, I was like, damn, he's good. He's good.
You didn't even realize he was the champ when we were watching Tough.
I didn't even know. No.
He's an absolute beast. He doesn't even look like he would match up, but it's just he doesn't look like it.
He
has just unbelievable strength.
Yeah.
He just is a people mover, as you can see from his old rugby videos. But I think this upcoming trilogy is going to be heated. I think that you're going to see a more I
can't get that song out of my head now, though. That's all I'm singing.
The beginning of it's the beginning of it is, how do you say addicting?
How do you say? ¿Cómo se dice addicting? I love when I see videos of them. They're like, "Como dice," like it's like white people. Like it's so.
Como dice.
Yeah, they're like "Como dice," but it's so funny. I love those videos. Also, I feel like we should show them that because it's just so cool.
We will.
No, we won't. He doesn't want me to.
Oh, baby. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, I think it's going to be a more heated trilogy, more smack talk.
Let's get into this card.
Yeah, let's do it. Wait, one last thing, though, before we get into this pretty decent card is Nasser Haqparast versus... You couldn't keep it together. I see her out of the corner of my eye, and she... Literally, I could see when she laughs. It's so funny because her nose just gets like bigger, kind of, or her nostrils flare, and it's hilarious. That your nostrils start laughing before you start laughing. You go like, and then you make a snorting sound. Do I
really?
Sometimes. Yeah, your nostrils move before you start laughing, and it always gets me every single time. But Nasser Haqparast versus John McDessie, gonna be a good fight. John McDessie, what did he do? He beat a tough Ignacio Bahamondes. And so he's going to be fighting Nasser. Nasser kind of got, was surprised by Dan Hooker's wrestling. It's going to be a really good fight because John, he sticks in there. Ignacio's not an easy guy to be in the octagon with because he's another 155er that is really big. So he's kind of Joel Alvarez Ignacio. Stretchy.
Hold on, I just started thinking when you texted me today. You said, "Thanks the Lord's cheaps."
When I said that today?
Yes, I was in class. I literally laughed out loud after I looked at my phone.
Today, one of my classes was it was my last class of the day. I told Bianca, "Thank the Lord's cheaps that it's over."
Thank the Lord's cheaps.
If you don't know freaking Nacho Libre, get your shit together. Go on Netflix and watch that movie right now.
It's the best movie to quote ever.
The chips are for the kids. You keep saying the chips are for the orphans. It's not. The orphans. Bro, I promise you.
I swear. It's the chips are for the orphans.
No.
Chips are for the kids.
Is it John McDessie? Yeah, it is.
I thought you were going to look up the clip.
Yes, of course. It's the bull. I just wanted to look up if it was John because I would feel really bad if I was saying it wrong. But Ignacio, remember, he got that big knockout over Roosevelt Roberts, knockout of the year candidate. Crazy.
I always forget how tatted I am when I have short sleeves on.
Oh, yeah. Super tatted up.
Look at that.
You have micro tats.
I love them. I want more.
The chips are for the kids, baby.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Okay, well, I don't know if we're gonna
look it up. The tips are for the orphans and see if something comes up.
no.
See if something comes up. Nothing's coming up for the kids. So
The chips are for the orphans. Nacho. I promise you. It's when they're in the alleyway.
I know the scene. They're in the alleyway.
It's the chips are for the kids. I promise you.
Wait, orphans chips. What is it? They're chips for the orphans. See?
There are chips for the orphans. No. That's not.
No.
No, you're wrong.
Look
you're
it
wrong.
up.
Did you not tell him that they were the large chips, Guillermo? I'm trying to grow my stash out, like,
dude.
Nacho,
I wanted to be
Ignacio.
him and the nun or
I've seen so many
Skelito
people trying to be Nacho Libre
for
and the nun
Halloween?
and stuff.
for Halloween.
Yeah.
We came up with that forever ago.
I know, and I feel like on TikTok you see people doing it, or other people. I'm like, no one likes that movie
We're
more
the
than me.
OG.
I watched it about 10 times. When it came out in 2006 or 7, my dad has a freaking pen where you click it and it says catchphrases from Nacho Libre.
That's sick. Well, you know
Eagle
me.
powers.
I was like, repping all the.
My nickname, if I was a UFC fighter, what would your nickname be? Mine would be Eagle Powers or Silky Smooth.
No, yours has to be Silky Smooth.
Kellan.
He's obsessed with Silky Smooth.
And I freaking move like
what did I say
silk.
mine was? Like the Swirl Master?
Yes.
Remember?
The Swirl Master.
Because that's my job at work. My title. No, but what about something else? Because that's not cool. Bianca the Swirl Master Compton. That's a bit dumb.
Dad's home. Sheldon. Chai is gonna scream now. Okay, before we get to this card really quick. Another one, because we got Hack Brass for John McDessie. Early prediction. I got I think Nasrat's gonna get that dub. But next, Thiago Santos Maheta versus Ankalaev. We just got off talking about how we thought Magomed Ankalaev was the best fighter to fight on UFC 267's card. And dude, there's this hilarious video of Yuri Prochazka that came out on MyB Sports that is so funny. Yuri Prochazka being an ancient warrior, because he is an ancient warrior. But Magomed Ankalaev versus Thiago Moises, it's going to be an absolute banger, because Ankalaev, he's got that big dub over Nikita Krylov. He just beat Volkan Ozdemir, and he has those 2 dubs over Ion Kutelava. And then Thiago Santos just got a big dub over a very dynamic Johnny Walker, which has kind of kept him at the upper tier of light heavyweights. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be tough because Rakic and Anthony Smith, I don't think they have a fight lined up. But I really think that Magomed Ankalaev could be up next for a title shot, because he's the freaking man. And I don't see anybody besides Yuri Prochazka beating him. I think he's a nightmare matchup for the current champ, Glover Teixeira. Glover's a stud. Even here, he's a tough matchup for the champ, but I really think Magomed's gonna get past Thiago Santos with relative ease, as long as you just evade that one. You're watching the clip right now. Let's go. Okay. So right now,
I don't think this is the right one though, because there's
it's the one they're at nighttime. It's at nighttime. No, yeah, this is where he gets him to say, "I don't want to be." He gets him to be his partner for wrestling in that one.
Yeah. He
remember, he gives him that nasty smile because he
chips.
tells him how much money. I can give you 200 pesos or something. That's what he said.
200 pesos is a lot.
Huh?
200 pesos is a lot. It's probably like 50. Actually, I don't know.
Aren't you getting tired of getting dirt in your face? Get a little taste. A little taste of the glory. That's my favorite. Dude, Nacho Libre, go watch it. Stop watching this right now. Watch Netflix on Nacho Libre, then come back and watch this.
They do get 200 pesos. Good job.
I told
That's
you, dude.
Good job. No, 200 pesos isn't a lot. 200 pesos is like $20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I told you. Think you questioned my Nacho Libre
right,
freaking.
That's why I'm getting you something bigger than Nacho.
200 pesos.
200 pesos. Here's 200 pesos.
Yeah. Anyways, Ankalaev gets that dub over Thiago Santos, propelling him into that next title shot. If Anthony Lionheart, I think you can give. You know what I wouldn't be opposed to is. Okay, here. This is what we could do here. This is what we could do. Give Ankalaev the title shot, even though he is 6th. He beats Thiago Santos. Give him the title shot. After Hero Prochazka, then you can do a Smith versus Rakic rematch, and then winner of that gets a title shot. Who knows? I don't know. It's just a little food for thought. I think it would make sense, even though obviously Anthony and Rakic are ranked higher than him. It makes sense because we already saw what Anthony can do to, or what Glover can do to Anthony because he knocked his teeth out.
Mm-hmm. The shirt's really cool. You know the game that we played at the...
What?
You know Loteria that we played at Chitza?
Yeah, bingo.
It's Loteria. Look at this.
You know how mad at me you got when...
themed card.
That is sick.
Look.
Freaking love that.
It has La Ensalada. The mask.
Loteria.
It has the egg, the eagle egg.
The eagle powers, the yolk.
And it has the corn.
The elotes. Dude, that is money. Whoever made that is an absolute gangster.
It has those little scary guys at the beginning that
The freaking little lion man.
Little lion people.
Oh my god. I love that movie so much.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It has the chips.
The
chips.
The chips. I want a salad. Okay, let's get into this main card. You want to start making some picks or what?
Duh.
All right, Kellan Vieira versus Misha Tate. Let's work our way. First of all, let's just highlight our favorite ones. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go through and pick our favorite instead of going through every single one of them.
Okay,
right?
yeah, let's just pick our favorites for this one. Okay, so right now we got my brother Sean Soriano versus Shaylin Nuardinbieke. I don't know how you say it. But Sean Soriano, all I know is this man's, he's really good. As he fighting against Christos Giagos, he was piecing Christos Giagos up on the feet until he got taken down. I don't know much about Shaylin, but let me refresh this page just to make sure there wasn't any cancellations. Dang, dude. Looking at some of the cancellations here. Alexia Grasso versus
canceled.
Grasso withdrew, yeah. There were some good fights that were going to be on here. Cheyenne Bays. Kevin Tucker was going to be on here. I guess Sky Pasa was going to be on this card. Yeah. Okay, now we got Sean Soriano. Now we got Terrence McKinney versus Faraz Ziam. Okay, first time I saw a Ziam fight was against Luigi Vendramini. Luigi Vendramini was getting pieced apart, and then by Faraz, because he's so long, he's an absolute technical striker. He's so good. He throws everything at you. Bianca's over here just checking out Nacho Libre apparel, and it's cracking me up right now.
It says, "Don't you want this so glorious? See what it tastes like?" I want to get you that.
I would wear it every day. It's not even a question. I know. Remember when he puts the thing over his face and he turns to the side, and sometimes you have to wear. Sometimes in your life. No, sometimes there comes a life when you have to wear stretchy pants or something. You're crying right now.
It's just so funny.
So many good fighters coming out of France, though.
I'm so sorry.
No, but to put this into perspective, this Terrence McKinney fight versus Farasiam, he's so good. Jamie Malarkey, he has a dub over him who just beat Devontae Smith, who's a power puncher. And then... who else? He beat Luigi Vendramini, and like I was talking about, Luigi Vendramini was getting pieced up by Faraz just because how technical he is, and then Luigi, the key of beating Faraz is to put just kind of bum rush him, just bull rush him with volume, level changes, and it seems to kind of rattle his cage a little bit. But the thing with Terrence McKinney is, I think Terrence could actually do this, and there is a possibility that Faraz Ziam could be a little hesitant to engage with Terrence, just given the fact that Terrence put Matt Favola out cold in about 7 seconds. So Terrence McKinney, he is so unbelievably talented. The first time that he fought in the UFC was against Matt Favola. I didn't know what to expect, but he is a force to be reckoned with, and he is very scary. So I think I'm going to go with Terrence McKinney just because I saw more of a power difference in my times watching, because Frost, he'll put volume on you, but it's nothing that I don't think he'll put you away with. But Terrence, all it takes is one shot. He could be losing the entire fight, and he can knock you out. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with. Yeah, look at all these. In his last few fights, he has a lot of decisions for Frost. So yeah, I'm going Terrence on that, even though he hasn't fought in the UFC much.
That's it.
Yes, sir. All right, now what other one looked absolute money?
Let me pick one.
Okay, you pick one. The Rafa Garcia versus Nathan Levy could be good.
I was gonna pick that.
Okay. Rafa Garcia, he had that tough fight against Chris Gruetzemacher. He was piecing Chris Gruetzemacher up, but Chris has an unbelievable amount of cardio and just stayed in it. And Nathan Levy, I'm actually kind of excited. 6-0 coming out of where is he? Israel. He could be really good. I'm excited to watch him fight. I think he was Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah, I feel like he could be really good.
He's had a few amateur fights. 6-0. He was supposed to fight Bruno Souza, who fought Melsik Bagdasaryan, and then he was supposed to fight Austin Hubbard, who I think lost to, who put up a good fight against Vince Pichel. Vince Pichel.
Nice. Steel trap,
baby. But
still got it.
Rafa Garcia, I think he could get a dub here. He's looked really good. He's had a tough kind of ordeal, because he was in Combate and then came in and fought Nasrat Hakparas right out the chute, and then Chris Gruetzemacher, and those are UFC vets. So
yeah,
I think Nathan Levy could have a tough time against Rafa Garcia, just because Rafa's stacked up so much freaking experience in just 2 UFC fights. Okay, Tucker Lutz, Pat Sabatini. I don't know here. I think Pat Sabatini, he's really good. He just fought, though. Yeah, he fought Jamal Emmers back in August. He looked really good. Oh, yeah, that was crazy, actually. Yeah, he beat Jamal Emmers. Tucker Lutz, I don't know, dude. Top Gun. It's kind of a sick nickname. He beat Kevin Aguilar back in, what is after the 4th month? May? Back in May? Dang, dude. I don't know who's going to win this one, but
Name a number of a month, and I got it. Name a number of the month, and I can name the month.
7.
July.
Yep. We all should know how to do this, though. Like, that shouldn't even be a game. Like, we should just know this.
But you don't know it very well.
Yeah. But so the main fights that I'm looking at, though, we already named it. So we got Terrence McKinney versus Frosty. Can't miss that fight. And then Adrian Yanez versus Davy Grant. Adrian Yanez is the dude on this card that you cannot miss. He got touched up a little bit. You saw that in his Randy Costa fight. He took some big shots against Gustavo Lopez, but this man has just unbelievable heart, unbelievable will, unbelievable boxing. Just so many. He's just so unbelievably well-rounded. And then Davy Grant, he's really good. He had a comeback victory against Jonathan Martinez, and then he just lost to Chito Vera. I think it was knockout, right? No, he lost a decision.
It's a really good comeback victory.
Yeah, he did have a comeback victory against Jonathan Martinez. He got knocked down in the first round, and then came back and knocked him out. Huh?
I love comeback victories.
Can't wait for the new Jurassic Park to come out. That's where she gets that from, is Chris Pratt every single time. It's a good comeback story. So gross. You have a dirty mind. You dirty-minded fool. But
what?
Yes. All right, let's wrap this up. Adrian Yanez with Davy Grant. I'm going with Adrian Yanez on this one, and then Joanne Calder. I'm going with Joanne Calderwood. Michael Chiesa versus Sean Brady. I'm going upset here. Sean Brady's going to get this dub. I don't actually know the odds, but I'm assuming Michael Chiesa is the favorite.
He's the favorite, yeah.
But Sean Brady, he absolutely dismantled Jake Matthews on the ground. Michael Chiesa just got subbed by Vicente Luque. I'm going Sean Brady on this one. I think that he's going to solidify himself as one of the top.
I'm still going to go Michael Chiesa.
Okay. I like that. And then Ketlin Vieira. I think Ketlin Vieira, as much as Miesha Tate wants to come back, I really think Ketlin Vieira has the juice to be a top flight contender at 135. She's so good. She had a tough fight against Yana Kunitskaya, but low-key thought she won that fight. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Ketlin on that one. But so the main ones that I think, not to disrespect anybody else on here. Oh, Loma Lookboonmee versus Lupita Godinez. Lupita's this is like your 3rd fight. She's taken 3 fights in like the shortest amount of time ever. But Loma Lookboonmee is you don't want to take a fight on short notice against Loma, dude. Her kicking, her just Muay Thai is just absolutely insanity. So this card is overall pretty good, but look out for Adrian Yanez versus Davey Grant, Terrence McKinney versus Frosty, and then obviously the co-main event.
Yeah.
I think the main event's going to be good, but I really think Kellan Vieira is going to put on a dominant performance. I don't know why, but I just really believe that she is going to put it on Misha Tate. But that kind of wraps that up.
I like watching them.
Yes, sir. So basically, you got your dose of UFC. You got your dose of Nacho Libre.
Yeah,
you got some
really were all over the place.
early fight predictions.
That's my bad.
But it is what it is, boys.
That's what
thank
makes
you so
for
much.
a fun episode.
Yes, and I think
this is a couple minutes high too, because we didn't start for like a minute or two after we started.
Exactly. I want to say, what's the next UFC event actually?
Isn't it Tuesday?
No, next fight night. I want to see who's fighting.
I saw it because when I was looking at tickets.
Oh, I'll just look up ESPN UFC schedule. Because when the font one is in early December, that's going to be an absolute banger of a card. We're going to close off 2021 here with a bang. I want to do an episode where we talk about some of our favorite fights of the year, some of our favorite moments. Mm-hmm. Because there's been a big number of them. Okay, November 20th. Kellan Vieira versus Tate. And then, the next one is, there is none on over Thanksgiving. Okay.
A fight night?
Yeah, there's no fights next week. Okay, sick.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Probably just for Thanksgiving, I guess.
Thank God. I'm just kidding.
Thank the Lord's chips.
Thanks to the Lord's chips. Yeah, it's probably for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't have class that like whole week other than Monday. I have the whole week off. I have Thursday through Sunday off. Or Tuesday through Sunday. What about you?
Yeah, I don't have to go back to class on Friday.
But you have class that Monday.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
I have class on Wednesday.
Yeah. Why? That's horrible.
Well, at least maybe not some of my other teachers, but I had that one class that didn't have cancellation on Friday. Remember?
Yeah.
Of Veterans Day, I have it on Wednesday, and I have to go to them because there's no Zoom option.
There's no Zoom for mine, and I skip. Only skipped a couple times. But one time was the times I was sick. Remember that? Yeah.
Okay, this is the last thing. Is I wanted to just preview the font card on December 4th. So Fiziev versus Brad Riddell is going to blow the roof off the place. Matt Brown versus Brian Barberena is going to be an absolute slugfest. Chris Grutzmacher, who we just talked about, against Rafa Garcia is going to be crazy. Jamal Hill versus Jimmy Crute is going to be on that card.
Be on that? What are the odds?
Brendan Allen versus the sexy Hawaiian Brad Tavares is on there. Our boy Zhalko Shumagulov is taking on the former, is it One Championship or is it Ryzen? Ryzen, I think it was Bantamweight champ. Or flyweight, I forget. Manel Cap. And then Louis Smolka versus Vince Morales is going to be a good one. Jake Matthews, who we talked about against Sean Brady. There's an eerily amount of connections from last card on this one. He's going to be on the card. Clay Guida is going to be fighting versus Leonardo Santos. That's going to be an interesting one. Mickey Gall's coming off that big win against Jordan Williams, fighting Alex Morono. Maki Pitolo is going to have a favorable matchup against Dushko Todorovic. Felipe Lins is fighting. It's going to be crazy, boys. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Let's go.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Like and subscribe.
Bye.